Hi Band fans!
And welcome to this week's edition of Fan TV with On The March videos. It is November already and it is the time of year when the nation comes together to remember those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, the fallen of the First and Second World War and conflicts home and abroad.
There are a lot of parades coming up this weekend, mostly run by the British Legion but also by the Loyal Orders and regimental groups. We were at a first Remembrance parade last Saturday when Glengormley, Carnmoney district held their annual parade in Glengormley, led by Ballyclare Memorial.
We have a list of the parades coming up which are happening this weekend. Too many to list individually, but please do, if there is one near you, get out and show your support and remember those who we have lost.
On Sunday past we were invited to Rathcoole. Rathcoole Row happens every year, led by the Rath group in Rathcoole. They have a garden of remembrance there. 2 bands in attendance.
Sons of the Kai, Rathcoole and also Rathcoole Protestant boys.
There was a fantastic turnout for the service of remembrance and those laying the wreaths were numerous, too many to count.
There were representatives from council and local community groups and further afield. The community also gathered in the Garden of Remembrance to remember those, as we have already said, who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for their country. There is plenty still going on for the month of November. We have some of the adverts of things that bands are doing, fundraising events, festivals, remembrance, table quizzes, and of course start your day with a big breakfast.
Yeah.
Do pause the video if something catches your eye and note down the details.
There's one that I fancy, and it's a curry night down in Machiavelli. That's a wee bit too far to travel for a curry, but it does look like a good old night, and maybe we'll catch one closer to home.
You never know. We have a couple of clips coming up now.
Yeah, next up is our visiting band. It's Harthill Loyalist from Scotland, and then we have John Hunter Accordion Band, recorded earlier in the year down in Banbridge.
didn't see something on the last list of events, well, we have another list coming up. There are lots more on it. Still, again, the big breakfasts and the table quizzes, but we also have variety concerts and even a touch of Christmas on the horizon. Christmas concerts and fairs. Do pause and take down the details.
Yeah, I've seen a few bands are having children's parties too for the run up to Christmas. So have a look around and see if there's one in your area. We have one last clip coming up, and again it's a golden oldie. This time it's Rising Sons flute band from East Belfast, another band that's sadly no longer on the march. This was taken back in 2015 in South Belfast.
We will be back out on the march at the weekend, hopefully in Belfast for the Apprentice Boys, and then heading out to Cumber if time goes and permits us.
Yep.
Please do whatever you're doing, do take care of yourselves. Don't forget, if you're missing the bands, there are plenty of videos on our YouTube and our Facebook page, and if you haven't already, what do you need to do? Subscribe. Give us a thumbs up.
So don't forget to keep following us.
Follow them.
We'll see you all soon.
Bye bye.
Which was led by Ballyclare Memorial.
Here's a clip. This week's edition of Fan TV with us on the March videos. Well, we are rising.
We're doing some of the parades that's on Saturday. Now a lot of these parades only have one single band, but they're all remembrance parades at this time of year. It's good to get out and remember. We're in that time of year where the nation comes together to remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Check these out.
Yeah, it seems to be that the bands are running. Well, there's Christmas fairs, and we've also seen a Christmas concert, so that big word Christmas is getting a wee bit closer and closer.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.